Hey, grown folks, Lady D, aka Donna Smith. I'm here with another grown folk topic of discussion for you. Now, let's talk about as we mature and become mature adults, grown folks like we are. Um, we sometimes get in situations where we have mates, or partners that we deal with that are struggling sexually. You know, women, you may have a man that is having some issues, and his noodle goes limp, and his noodle stays limp, and no matter what you do or how you do it, he has limp noodle. And men, you may have a situation with your woman or your mate or your girl toy or whatever it is you guys call them nowadays. You have a problem with her, the friction is rough and tough and she needs lubricants. And you're running around trying to find the right lubricant at the right time, and sometimes she doesn't need any and sometimes she does, and it just becomes so frustrating because you're killing her if she doesn't have any, and you're all sometimes scabbed up because she doesn't have any, and it's frustrating. Or hormonally she just don't want you to even look at her, let alone blow on her cookie. She just don't want you to do it. So we all have had those kind of dynamics. Now, the limp noodle thing, let's start with that first. If you have a situation with the limp noodle and you have tried everything, he has taken the little pills, he has ordered pills and paid all this money, he has bought pills from the corner liquor store on the block, 5, 10, 15, $20 a pill. He has ordered enhancers and male pumps and things of this nature to try to help get it right. And you have done everything. You have been down there, you have sang to it, you have blown on it, you have even, got on top and tried to twirl on it, and it just did not come alive. Nothing. Limp. How do we as women deal with that? How do you stroke your man in a way, his ego, his manhood, his sexual proudness about him? I mean, how do you stroke him and make him feel okay about it? I mean, there's some women who can be rather mean and cruel and say things at the wrong time, in the wrong way, or could take it personal. She's down there doing all these things and nothing's happening, and she's thinking, wow, is it me? Is he not turned on to me? Or she just came out of the bathroom with a cute lingerie on and she's swinging around and dipping and doing all this stuff, and he's not even waking up a little. Is it me? And then you have the man who, he's tried everything. He's been down there. I mean, he's been down there so long with his tongue that his saliva has dried up. For real. He has nothing else in there. So he goes and he drinks some water and he's trying to get it all wet in his mouth again. And he goes down there and it dries out again and she's still dry. And then he's tried KY, Crisco, baby oil, and every kind of other oil to put down there, and nothing happens. Or it happens for a moment. Then when the oil is all gone, there's nothing else happening. And then she's infected because you didn't try some stuff that don't ain't supposed. And one time he tried some A&D ointment because that was the only, ointment or lubricant jelly wise he had, and she was all messed up. I mean, on fire down there. Didn't want him to touch her for a whole month. So it's, what do you do, man? I mean, how do you tenderly love your woman and tell her or show her or, accept the fact that nothing works anymore for you to make her wet? And do you take it personally? That perhaps, no matter what you do, there was this one man, I mean, he had the blinking bow tie and the blinking thong thing on, and he came and did a twirl and a swirl for his woman too, and it just didn't do it. I mean, he looked cute or handsome, but she didn't get wet. And so what do you do in these kind of case scenarios? Is it time to just move on? I mean, but what if you've been with somebody and you love them and you've been connected and you've been, with each other all through whatever, and you're having this little, or is this a little situation? You're having these little situations and it's affecting sex with you two, and you're just saying, forget it, dear. Good night. Mwah, love you. And then you're going to bed frustrated. What do you do? Do anybody have advice for the limp noodle and nothing works? And for the dry Mojave Desert that scrapes your manhood to the fact that you got to put some ointment on your little hickeys and scrapes that you get from her? I mean, this is real, you guys. You may think I'm trying to take light of it or being funny, but this really happens. People have these type of situations, and we're here to help because that's what the Donna Smith Show does. So share some love. Let us know, grown folks, what would you do? Limp noodle or dry Mojave Desert?